Hello and welcome to our Wednesday night podcast for the X39 stem cell activation patch. We have an incredible program tonight because we have something new and something old. And the way that I mean that is we have somebody who's just joined and who is having fantastic results. And we have somebody that's been using the patch for almost 2 years and has had fantastic results. So it's going to be a contrast to see what's happening with within these testimonials. And they're going to share a little bit of some other testimonials. So you're going to be bombarded with testimonials tonight. So to begin with, I want to especially welcome those of you who are checking us out for the first time. We know that you've been invited by a friend or a loved one who really cares deeply about you and wants you to have a higher quality of health and possibly maybe some more abundance. So thank you for taking the time to join us. In our 30 minutes together, you're going to hear remarkable testimonials from using the X39. You're going to get an overview of the patch and how the science works, and then a bit about the company, how you can get involved by purchasing the product or perhaps joining our global team. So before we begin, I just wanted to let you know that David Schmidt is our CEO, founder, and visionary. And he saw the future of regenerative medicine over 10 years ago. And he's a really smart man. He set out to discover how to capture the science of stem cells using his signature delivery system, which is energetic patches. So he spent millions of dollars, and in this process, it took him like 10 years, like I said, and around 2 years ago, we launched the first ever stem cell activation patch. And you're going to learn a little bit more about that in just a few minutes. Before we get started, I do want to read our disclaimer. We are not doctors or medical professionals, and the information discussed here is not meant to diagnose, treat, or cure, or prevent any disease. If you're pregnant, nursing, taking medication, please consult your physician. So now we are going to dive into the testimonials. I have the pleasure of introducing and interviewing both our guests tonight because Amy is on a little holiday. So our first guest is somebody that I have known for a very long time, probably 20 plus years. We used to live in California together. Her name is Beth Greer, and she is an award-winning journalist and a best-selling author of a book called Supernatural Mom, which talks about all kinds of practical solutions for transforming your home, how to eat right, how to breathe right, without getting bombarded with toxins. So Beth has been on the patch for quite some time, and she has an incredible story. So Beth, welcome, and please tell us how you got started, what were your conditions, all the things that you've seen, and whatever else you want to share.
Great. Thank you. Great to be here. It's my book is Supernatural Home, by the way, not Supernatural Mom, but
I thought
anyway,
I said home. No?
Mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, so I got introduced to the patches by you, Beamy. So thank you. I'm very grateful and indebted. So yeah, Beamy called me and said, I have to try this. And I thought, well, yeah, anything Beamy tells me to do. Yes, I'm game for that. So I got it. My hair was thinning and I got it for that. And so I kept sort of looking for hair growth, but what happened instead was I noticed a dramatic improvement in an injury that I had. I had get kicked in the leg playing soccer as a teenager, and there it is. So the photo on the left, my leg never really healed properly. And so when I got to be like 30s, 40s, 50s, and then finally 60s, the veins were just horrible looking, bruised looking, and edema in my foot. And I had gotten all kinds of injections, and I was going to have surgery. Actually, they were going to go in through my femoral artery and remove the vein that went down my leg to the ankle. And then COVID hit. And so I didn't have the surgery. But anyway, after 3 months on the X39 patch, the photo on the right, that's my ankle and foot. It was so dramatic. So I just thought, wow, this is incredible. And I realized that the stem cells go where they're needed. So the hair wasn't as important as the circulation in my body. So that was just, that was it for me. I just said, this is it. Because of my background in journalism, and I healed myself of a tumor 20 years ago in my chest without drugs or surgery by making lifestyle shifts. And I was always on the search for something natural. And so the fact that this patch is non-transdermal, there's no medicine in there, and it's just so easy and relatively inexpensive. So I was just amazed and thrilled, and started sharing it with my friends. And one of the friends I shared it with, I want to tell you about, Gail. She's 77 years old. She had skin cancer surgery, and the wound opened up. So Remy, you want to show that picture? The wound on her face opened up, and she called me, and she was in a panic. And her doctor said, Gail, your face is going to take a year to heal. And well, let's try the patch, right? So if you show the next picture, 21 days, no, not that one.
Yeah, well, I just brought this one up because this was another bad one.
Okay, well, that was the one.
Here we go.
Yeah, so 21 days later, this is what her skin looks like. And today, she's basically has no scar. So, it's just been an incredible journey. Another friend was using the patch because her daughter had gotten them, and she said, oh, I never can remember to put them on, so I'm giving them to my mother. So the mother calls me like 3 months later, and she says, you know what? I've had psoriasis since I'm 27 years old, and I'm now in my 60s, and it's completely gone. So, I just hear story after story after story like that, of just like amazing results, pain going away. But I just wanted to share, that was my 3-month mark on my leg. And then I've been on the patch, almost 2 years. And what happened to me with my teeth and gums is that I go every 3 months to get my teeth cleaned. And it's always the same story. I've got these pockets, they go around with a little probe and everything. And so this time I went, it was 4 months, and the dentist said to me, oh, I see you're changed your, dental hygiene. Like, what are you doing? Because you don't have any pockets. They're all 1s and 2s now. Like, what are you doing? And I'm realizing the only thing that's different is the patches. So it's just kind of amazing. So that's what I wanted to share.
That's fantastic. It's so diverse, from your gums healing, which is a pretty tough thing to get healed. It's really the stem cells that are growing, helping the gums to regenerate again. And usually you have to spend a lot of money. So that's a huge thing. And then your foot, oh my goodness, that's like life-changing.
It's life-changing. So it just keeps improving and improving. And I'm noticing that, one of the things I noticed right away was that I started recalling my dreams more and sleeping really deeply. And my skin, there was one other thing. I used to have this big brown sunspot or age spot, sunspot on my cheek. And as soon as I'd go on camera, I would have to put constantly put, makeup on to cover it. And it's gone now. It's just like, I realized one day, it's like, wow, I don't have to cover this up. It's not there. So that's been kind of amazing to me too.
Thank you so much for sharing. I love hearing your story, and those are pretty dramatic pictures too. So, as we say, a picture speaks 1,000 words. So thank you for being here, Beth, and sharing
Great to be
your story.
here. Thanks.
Okay, our next guest is someone who is pretty brand new to LifeWave. I think she's been in just a week. And she hails from Hawaii. She's recently retired. She used to work in utilities and customer service. And she is on fire. And the reason she's on fire, you're going to hear. I want you to understand, folks, this is 1 week. Now, we know that, you know, some people feel things right away, and sometimes it takes longer. 50% feel it sooner and 50% feel it later. Well, Jodi Ysui, I think I said that right, is one of the ones that felt it, and the people she's around right away. So Jodi, please come on. Tell us how you found the patch, what the conditions you've been through, your husband and other people that are involved, and share your story. And you have to unmute.
Okay. Aloha, everyone. So thank you, Beanie. I'm just so excited, and just hearing Beth's testimony makes me even more excited. So, and yes, it's been only a week that we've been in the business. We actually officially signed up on last Monday, the 18th. How I was introduced to the patch was last Sunday. It was very random that this happened. An old friend of my mom's, came to see us at her friend's house. And so I knew this person was really ill the last several years. So I just asked her, you know, how she's been. So she reaches down and pulls up her pant, and she tells me, look, I have this patch on. So I say, oh, what is that? And so she's telling me, oh, I don't know, it's this stem cell thing, and it's, you know, really wonderful. And she starts giving me testimony about her friends and stuff. So I said, well, how do you get that, and what is it called? It's X39. You can just go on the internet and read about it, and you're really, really good. You really like it. And that was it. So I went home, I went on the internet and I read, and I was like, wow. So I asked my husband has many health issues. So I asked him, you know, would you be willing to try this? He goes, of course. If I can get relief, I would be so happy. So we immediately, the next day, Monday, I called her and I said, okay, we'd like to try this. Can you just sign me up? And she says, oh, okay. So I said, yeah, we want to try it. And, you know, would you be able to like loan me a packet of that so we can just start? Because I'm going to sign up. When mine come in, I'll repay you. And she goes, sure. So we went over, we got patches. So Tuesday morning, we're going to put this on for the first time. So we're all excited. So see, my husband, little backstory on my husband, he was injured about 40 years ago. A 450-pound carcass fell on him, crushing 3 discs on his lower back. So he's in constant back pain.
Now, wait, tell them why a carcass fell on him, because that's not a normal thing.
Right. He was a meat cutter back then. And so in the meat room, I guess it was a faulty hook and it fell on him. So it crushed 3 of his discs on his lower back. So he's been in constant pain. I didn't know him back then, but so ever since I've been with him and married him, I've only known him to be in pain. He has knee pain, you know, all kinds of pain. So anyway, he also has this chronic cough. So he cannot squat, he cannot kneel, he always has pain. So what we did was put the patch on, and then I think 2 days later, just 2 days later, he told me, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not coughing. And so I thought about it. I said, right, you're not coughing. So he was like so ecstatic. He comes
How
home
long had he had that cough? And it was something you said they thought it was almost lung cancer. It was so bad, right?
Well, he coughed so forcefully. It's so bad for like 2 years that I asked him, you sure you don't have like lung cancer? The doctors don't know what's causing it. He does have idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. So they don't know if it's that. So his constant back pain, constant knee pain. He has heart condition. He had an open heart surgery, so he gets irregular heartbeats, doesn't sleep well. He always feels like he's not rested. So 2 days after he puts on, 2 days after the patch, he tells me my cough is pretty much gone. He coughs normally. And I'm like, wow. Then he tells me, oh, I can squat. I squatted today and went on my knees, and then I could get up. And I realized, oh, no pain. So it's like, wow, that's so good. I have noticed for him that he sleeps better. He sleeps through the night. If he wakes up, he can go right back to sleep. He feels rested. His overall demeanor is much better. And he's a total believer. The other thing I just found out this morning while speaking to you, Mimi, he told me my back pain is gone. Now, we've been together for 27 years. I've only known him to have back pain every single day. It's gone. He said he has no back pain. And I'm like, wow, just so excited for him. He's so excited. He walks around with so much more energy and just so happy. He's totally happy. So to me, that's like a blessing. So, and the cough, to get rid of that awful cough, that's wonderful. So the other thing that happened, so immediately I'm sharing with everybody I know. I put a patch on my mom, my mother-in-law, they're both 88 years old, and my mother-in-law too, both wrists, she has arthritis. She doesn't sleep well. She wakes up like 2 o'clock in the morning, even after sleeping at 11 p.m. So I told her, just try this. So I put one on last Thursday for her. The next morning, I asked her, how did you sleep? Oh, I woke up at 4 o'clock. I didn't wake up. I had uninterrupted sleep. I slept to 4 o'clock. And how's your wrist? Oh, the pain went away. And I said, what? She said, the pain went away. I said, wow. So we're still, hoping that her sleep will get better. And this morning I heard I think she didn't sleep as long, but she said she feels more rested. So that was exciting for us. The other thing that happened, so we're having a lot happen within days. Yesterday was Tuesday. We had a really good day. My house cleaner came to do my mom's house, and she came in with a strained back. So she sat down and she told me, oh, I strained my back. So every time I bend over, it's, really painful, and she's grunting. And so she bends over to get something. She's like, ah. So then I told her, come here, let me put a patch on for you. So I put a patch on. 10 minutes later, she comes out and she bends over to pick something up. And then she tells me, oh, the pain is gone. And I said, what? She said, there's no pain. See, I didn't go, oh. I told her, you're right. So she's good. This morning, she said she still had a little back pain, but I said, put another patch on, you'll be good. It'll clear it up eventually. So she's happy. Then my daughter called me last night, and she just got her patches. So she tells me, Mom, oh, today, I have so much tension on my shoulders. I have sinus pain. My eyes feels like it's bulging. I've had headaches. I just don't feel good. And then her husband, she said, then he strained his arm lifting up a kayak on Sunday. So when he lifts his arms up, he's grunting in pain. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I said, you guys put a patch on right now. So they did. So we continued talking. Then 10 minutes later, she tells me, oh, Mom, I don't feel that tension in my shoulders anymore. And I said, what? And she says, yeah, it's gone. Oh, my sinus pain is gone. I don't feel like my eyes are, I feel like my eyes are normal. That's what she said. I said, really? She said, yeah. And I'm feeling very relaxed. And I said, wow, that's so wonderful. So we kept talking about that and what you're going to do tomorrow and how to put the patch on tomorrow. But then her husband comes and says, look, he lifts up his arm and tells her, look at my arm. He lifts it up and he tells her, look, you notice I'm not grunting. There's no pain. And she went, what? So she tells me, Mom, his pain went away. And I said, okay, you guys, it's been only half an hour since I talked to you guys. Shauna was 15 minutes she had on her patch and the pain went away. Her husband, half an hour, the pain went away. We're like blown away, you know, so I think that in itself is proof that it's working. And then
Jody, this, I think we're gonna culminate this right here. You have given us so many stories, and I know you have a few more, but this is only your first week. So we are definitely gonna have you back, because honestly, I don't think I've ever heard so many things happening in 1 week. And you know, so many pain reliefs, mobility, being able to move, a cough, hacking cough going away, so many different things. So I know that your enthusiasm and passion is only going to keep growing, and I want to congratulate you. And folks, she made manager in less than a week because of all these exciting benefits that happen. So thank you, Jody, so much for being here with us.
thank you.
So I guess you guys are wondering, what is this about? How does this work? There's so many different benefits. Well, this is what it looks like. A very thin wafer wearable technology. It looks like a Band-Aid. It's non-invasive, non-transdermal, and there's no ingredients. It comes in a sleeve. It looks like this. There's 30 patches for 1 month. And what is in the patch? It's organic nanocrystals that are made of amino acids, water, sugar, salt, and it forms a crystal lattice. And this lattice absorbs and traps the body's infrared light and heat when you put it on your body. Now, these crystals then reflect back and shine back a part of this infrared spectrum. And these wavelengths are what go into the body. And what they do is set up a communication pathway. And this light triggers a biochemical change in the receptors of the cells. The patches, I always make this clear, the patches don't heal. They give the body the right communication for the body to heal. It's, you know, kind of like when you go out in the sun and you know, the body's taking the sun in, it will naturally make vitamin D. So these wavelengths of light, what happens when they enter the body is that they elevate what is known as the GHK copper peptide, and it is a gene modulator. It's known as a master signaling molecule. And what does that mean? It means that almost instantly, within 24 to 48 hours, your over 4,000 genes are starting to reset. So many functions are starting to come back in the body. It also is repairing the DNA. Most importantly is that it activates the body to make younger stem cells, pluripotent. And these stem cells are very intelligent. So between the GHK copper peptide being turned back on and the stem cells now regenerating and entering the body, reproducing, they know exactly where to go where there's dysfunction in the body. Now, this entire process, it's not a new process. It's called phototherapy, but David Schmidt created a new technology in phototherapy because it causes a metabolical change in the cells. This is really low light therapy. And we suggest that you wear it 12 hours on and 12 hours off, usually during the day, because it's really good to drink a lot of water with it. It helps increase the function of how the patch works in the body. And like I mentioned before, some people feel things right away like Jody, and some it takes a little bit longer like Beth. But as you saw, everybody got remarkable, fantastic results. So we know it works. And an interesting quote that the New England Journal of Medicine said not too long ago, which shows the importance of why activating our stem cells are so vital. The number one indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of stem cells in our bloodstream. So we call this age reversal, because at age 35, about 50% of our ability to make stem cells and GHK is diminished. And by the time we reach 60, it's about 80%. So we have this double whammy going on where everything is diminishing. And so what are you going to do? How do you help yourself stay young and healthy? That's what this technology is about. This is the magic of this technology that David has created. So let me tell you a little bit about how the company and how you can get your hands on the product. So the company is about 17 years old. We're a stabilized company. We've been around, we're global. We're in over 80 countries. David has over 94 patents, 70 of them are in regenerative science. He has a passion for how to live better and healthier and more youthful. So this is really a biotech company. David is in constant research and development. And as a matter of fact, in a couple of weeks at our international convention, he is going to introduce a new patch. So folks, we have something very exciting coming out. I cannot wait to hear about this. And just so you get an idea, the company has doubled in the last couple of years in sales. We're on target this year to finish up over $300 million. And the X39 accounts for about 60% of the company's sales. It is absolutely our flagship product now. The next product coming out is also going to have to do with stem cells. So I think they're going to work in tandem together. We're very excited about this. The company also has 4 offices. You know, we have in the US, of course, also in Taiwan, Japan, and Ireland. So the company is going strong. We have the stability, we have the excitement of a new product, which was the X39, and now we're going to have another new product coming out. So if you want to get involved in the company, I'm going to tell you how you can get and try the product. And you may want to put your business cap on, because you can come in as a customer and try it out. We have an extremely robust, very beneficial preferred customer program where you can buy at a discount, you get free product, and you go on auto ship. Or you can look at the business opportunity and think, who do I know that needs help? Who do I know that's in pain? Who do I know that would really need help in their healing and in their health? And if you're the kind of person that would share once you have a result and you're feeling all these benefits like our guest had tonight, then you might want to consider coming in as a wholesale partner. We have several different packages. You can come in anywhere from $300 to $1,600, and the more you buy, the more perks come with each package. And the person who invited you will be glad to talk to you more about that and how you can get involved. So I want you to really think about everything you've heard here tonight and the dramatic differences that have happened in people's lives who shared, who of your friends and family can benefit, who needs to have a little extra income, who can you help? And if that resonates with you, talk to the person that invited you. And again, we do this every night, Monday through Thursday. Tomorrow night, Dr. Stacy and Marcy will be here. So please come back and join us. And thank you so much again for being here and taking time to find out about this life-altering technology. And thank you, Beth and Jody, for sharing with us. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you, Mimi.
Great seeing you.
Fabulous.
Great job.
As always.